What is real? Do we really know what is real, anymore in this time and age of existence that we live in now? Do we even take time to try to find out what is real and what is not, and what is true and what is just a fairy tale? Well, beloved, we have to, as people of the Maker, know what is real and what is not. Now I want to try to take you on a ride and let you all know that what we thought was real is not real at all. Now I know as kids we grow up knowing things that our parents taught us and things that we read and people and places that we are supposed to think is real but is not. I know that the Bible declares that when we are kids we are supposed to think like kids and act like kids and say things as kids do. But when we get old we are supposed to put all those things away and think like men and act like men and put those things behind and renew our minds and spirits by believing what is real and what is fake. But somewhere we are still acting like kids and doing as kids. Why is this, and why are we not renewing our minds daily to get the truth and to get what is right and what is wrong away from us? There are things that I know for a fact that are not held to be true, and yet we as Americans still practice these things and we pass them along to our kids, and so they pass them along to their kids, and then what do you have? You have a big-ass mess of a nation, and a nation that goes on to learn that these fables and fairy tales are true to fact. I mean, there is one thing to know what is fake, and there is another things to let it go and just tell them that is not fake and it is not real, so that it will not poison the next generation that will come. We have to be more than believers. We have to teach the nation that some of this stuff that we still worship is not true and not real. I will give you a few things that I believe that is not real but we think that they are: Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, Cupid, and that is just to name a few. Now I wrote once about holidays and the days that we celebrate that are not true either. We have to, as a teacher and a people, start somewhere to get the truth out and to not allow it to disrupt what will eventually turn a nation into a whole big lie. Well, I guess it is too late for all that now. It started 2,000 years ago when a baby was born of a Virgin Mary. Now I am not equating that God is not real. All that I am saying is that he is not real in the way that the media portrays him to be. I know that he was born, but who knows exactly when his birth took place? Not even the scholars know when this took place. So what do? They just make up a date that holds to be the birth of Christ. Now the birth of what they all are celebrating is the birth of the Son, which is not the Son of Christ. This is the day that the Son was born and not the Son of Christ. So you see what I mean, and I as one used to do this practice too. But I was at a point that I got tired of all the lies and all the fairy tales of the world that show and teach us a lie, and the lie has hurt this world and hurt our inner souls as to knowing that we are not living to the standards of God and the likes of his Son. So what do we do now? What is in store for those that will come after us to want to know the truth? If we just all explore the world of God, and not just the word but the world of God, and then we will see that all that he left for us in a book was a guide to get us in the right direction and to use it as a tool to better our lives. God was a storyteller in his own right, and just like Hans Christian, who writes books for children, God wrote a book for his kids to learn lessons, and to not so much take it in a literal sense to the point of just believing in it like we believe in his fake birth. God is real and God is wonderful, but you have to know how to decipher from what is real and from what is not. So all I ask is that when you start to have kids of your own, get their facts for yourself first, get to the bottom of it all and tell them the truth. Jesus even said to Pilate that I am the truth and the truth shall make you free. But what really kills me is that preachers and teachers that teach the word of God know that Jesus was not born on Christmas, and yet they still practice to teach this false thing. Now I do not know much, but I do know that the Bible declares that you should watch out for all the false teachers and the false prophets that will come, and I feel that every man that is on that stand in the pulpit is a false prophet that is teaching it all wrong. That is why I do not attend church anymore, and I do not allow the preacher to tell me how to live my life according to his deeds and not the deeds of God and the Son. Cause if he knew what I think that he should know is that he should step down and get right with his self. So stop allowing people influence you to believing in what is real to them and not real to you. Stop allowing the people teach you wrong saying and wrong teachings to the point that it will harm your soul and your spirit, and not to speak of the next generation. I hope that one day we will all have our eyes open to the fact that what Paul went through will be what we all have to go through in order to see the light of the truth. We are all blind and all are not seeing the real light. We only see through the eyes of others that want us to see what they see, and that should not be the cause. Open your eyes and study the Word of God as well as the Word of God, and get the truth and allow the truth to make you free, and free indeed.